Right, so I'm going to give you 5 tips for writing a moody pop song, whether you like it or not. Tip number 1 is if you'd like to try like a low volume vocal or maybe even a whisper in the song, then record the vocal track but add a compressor to it, put the threshold to low and the ratio to high. And what that'll do is it'll bring down the higher volume in the track, and then in the final mix you can even it all out and push the signal if you need to. Tip number 2 is to use some unique sounds, like sounds that no one else is ever going to be able to use. I went to a recording studio not too long ago, and in the rehearsal room there was like somebody must have spilled like a can of Coke or like lemonade on the floor, and every time I stepped in it and lifted my foot up, it made this kind of sticking, like tearing, ripping sound, and I really actually quite liked it, so I recorded it, and I'm going to be using that in one of my songs that I'm going to be releasing next year. Number 3, this is maybe like a personal preference, but it's something that I would describe as like a dead piano. So I'll like load up like a MIDI piano sound or something like that, or a keyboard sound, and I'll put EQ on it, and then I'll take out the high frequencies, so there's just maybe the low end there, and I just feel that gives you like an unemotional kind of dead flat piano sound. This is the example of the piano sound without the effect. And then this is the effect with it added in. Number 4 is panning. I think if you use panning correctly, it can really make some part of the track stand out. Like it can become a hook in the song, to be honest. But like, so you can send it to your left, or you can send it to your right. Obviously, use that panning effect. Don't overkill it though, because then I think it just becomes a little bit too much. But yeah, if you use panning correctly, you can make something stand out that you wouldn't really notice otherwise. Number 5 is, probably sounds a bit obvious, but keep yourself interested. I guess this doesn't apply to just a moody pop song, it applies to all songs. Keep yourself interested, because if you're not interested, the chances are that other people listening to the track aren't going to be interested either. So remember that the song's a journey, and each part has to be like part of that journey, part of the story. Don't add sections just for the sake of it, and make sure that the sections aren't too long, otherwise like you'll lose people. This is tip number like 5.5, I must have did before. So this last one is about lyrics, like find your own way of saying something, and don't use the same expressions and the same words that have been used time and time again. Find your own way of describing places, people and situations. I'll probably do a separate video on this, and that'll be about like the idea of universals and specifics within songwriting that should make stuff like relatable to everybody.